Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken and used for food.
You talk about extreme.
He's such a coward. He is such a pussy. Like he's just over there grumpy, just but he's looking down. She meanwhile is looking right at him or right to the TV, making the case right to us, right?
Oh yeah, he looked like a hunched over, angry old buzzard, just lurching over there.
Or he's talking just to the moderators, which is so dumb. David, you're eating the cats in Springfield. David, you're eating the cats.
Angry. I saw it on the TV. I saw it. It was on television. What's going on? Where's my shoes?
Is this what your family Thanksgiving? You take his keys.
Yes.
He sounded like Saul's glasses.
Yeah, I need all my shoes.
I need my shoes.
In my glasses.
I fell down the stairs and my shoes fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. And the key, I think, to all of it, and Chris, you nailed it earlier today, where it was that handshake initially threw him way off his game, right out of the chute. And that was the key. Buzz and I were talking about on the podcast yesterday. The key to this debate had to have been that she needed to bring out raging rally Grampy from the beginning. Because those of us who've watched all of these things know that what he tries to do is for the first 20 minutes, while most people are watching, he tries to comport himself with normal human behavior. He just really struggles to contain
human
all
behavior.
Of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then once he gets the sense that people have started tuning out, that's when he lets crazy rally grandpa come out. And but Kamala Harris was able to do that from the very start with that handshake.
Well, yes,
we saw raging Grampy all night long.
And I'm Kamala Harris.
You're right. Yeah.
First of all, do you know why they've never met? Because he didn't go to the peaceful transfer of power like every other effing president in our history. Yeah. Because, right? Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing. They were able to hit, or she was able to hit all of the different beats that I was hoping that she would go to. Like the whole thing with Polish Americans in Pennsylvania, 800,000 of them, and knowing that Donald Trump would encourage Vladimir Putin to invade probably Poland or some other Eastern European nation once he's been handed.
He wouldn't
Ukraine
say he
Donald
wants Ukraine to win. I mean, I wouldn't say he won't sign a national abortion ban. I mean, it was just a show.
I literally thought that he was going to walk off the debate stage at one point. I mean, at one point he was saying, you know what, we should end the debate early. Let's end the debate early and we can all go to burgers DC. And malteds. Whatever he was saying. We should all go do something else instead of this nightmare for me. And of course, that was indicative of his entire night. And then by the end, he was, midway through, by the first commercial break, he was a sweaty mess. He was sweating like Nixon, sweating from the Kung Pao. He was like Marion Barry trying to explain the crack in the hotel room. He was unbelievably sweaty. So apparently then they toweled him off during the break.
Apparently the bitch set him up.
That's right. And then the sweat started coming through all of his garish foundation makeup, and so then by the end he wasn't only just sweating, he was yelling and there was a spit coming out and the drool came out right before the last break.
Well, he didn't look good even from the top. He's got his little slits of eyes. He looked course medicated. He looked, he looked just pissed the whole I swear to God, Bob, I've never hated anyone. It's so hard not to. My hatred for him. I can't anymore. Look at his Garfield anus lips and his flicky reptile tongue.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I quoted our old friend Ches. I said, I want to punch his voice. That voice.
There
of
you go.
his, I'm so up to my eyeballs with that. And not as much as Hal Sparks, but I end up watching so many of his rallies and his press conferences.
It's just his usual mean insult. He's the worst president in history. She's the worst vice president in history. It's like, oh, God. It's just,
Right.
she just literally, it was like, zzz, blink, just kept baiting him over and over again. He just,
And he can't not do the "I know you are, but what am I" thing.
Right.
So Kamala Harris lists off a whole bunch of former Trump administration officials who despise him and who have endorsed her and who've criticized him publicly. I mean, put their names to things and gone on the record. And then he comes back maybe 5 minutes later. He's like, Joe Biden doesn't like her. Yeah, I mean, he
that was my favorite.
Her.
Joe Biden hates her.
That was him trying to one-up her by talking about Mark Esper and all these former Mike Pence, all these former Trumpers who now are endorsing her. And so that was his way. He finally caught up maybe 10 minutes later.
How does she even respond to that? Like, what are we in kindergarten? Like, Joe Biden obviously loves her.
Donald Trump on the phone with Joe Biden in the middle of the night. So what do you really think of her? Tell me. And that's not happening.
You hang up.
That seriously reminds me of like a girl fight I had in, what was it, 4th grade, 5th grade?
Maybe,
I don't remember.
yeah.
Seriously. Where somebody got jealous and they called and said, Margaret hates you.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what?
How old are we?
I know, exactly.
Carol Fisher did hate you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that was called. Carol called. My brother answered the phone and he said, tell Stephanie that Margaret hates her. That's what last night was. I like Brittany Mahomes a lot better. I don't even like Taylor. I can't even believe this is a presidential race, Bob.
There's no denying it, the vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.